What food can you bring to an office holiday party? That says, I brought food because the office party is mandatory. The fictional food. The food you tell everyone you bought and was really looking forward to sharing with everyone but which you left on the kitchen counter this morning. An old co-worker of mine cut Hot Pockets into bite-sized pieces and labeled them Paquets Calent. I once brought a can of spray cheese to a cheese tasting party and called it Fromage Automatique. It was a hit. A bag of mini donuts that you obviously bought at the gas station across the street. I attend a white elephant gift exchange. A person is able to pick an available gift or steal another person's gift over several rounds, and brought what I thought would be a gag gift, a bag of tangerines. They cost maybe $3 for 15 and I figured it would be annoying for the person to have to carry around after gifting. Those dang tangerines were the hit of the exchange. People were tripping over themselves to steal them from each other. They took what I intended to be a zero thought, banal, and slightly insulting gift and made it the hit of the party. Your office seems like it'll be chock full of these kinds of people. Bring some tangerines. Our office potluck yesterday. More than one person went to McDonald's for nuggets, ran into each other in line. So one got nuggets, one got fries and one got cheeseburgers. Another person brought a bucket of KFC independently. Now that's teamwork. Fortune cookies. Not a bunch of the same brand ones, but a collection of fortune cookies saved up from months of Chinese takeout, sushi, etc. It requires planning ahead, but it'll be worth it. Bonus points for sauce packets too. Especially if you just bring Chinese hot mustard packets. Gas station sushi platter. Gotta be careful, that might count as attempted murder. Anything with a reduced sticker on because it's nearly out of date. We've got to eat this before midnight. A jar of mayo, with a single plastic spoon scotch taped to it. Too spicy. I used to work in cookbook publishing. There were always multiple holiday parties so the snooty foodies employed by the various brands housed in our building could try to outdo each other with whatever they brought. I overheard my managing editor relaying the story of a woman who worked there years before my time. Apparently, there were 3 dang parties in 1 year, and this lady made one huge cheese ball. She reshaped it after each party and brought it to the next one. People caught on when they noticed the cheese balls become just slightly smaller and misshapen each time. Legend. The leftover Halloween candy. I worked at a distribution center for a certain grocery store chain. We had a co-worker bring a pre-made pie from our rival grocery store. A bowl of radishes, unwashed. I'll eat them all. I brought napkins last year, plain napkins. We have a guy who brings cups, or he did once and they didn't get used so he kept them in his office and he continues to claim those cups as his contribution year after year. A packet of dip mix and the required sour cream, unprepared. Just plop the 2 down next to each other. Hand to host and say I imagine you can handle this. Thanks and walk away. I'm a little late to this party, but this year a guy I work with brought a gallon of milk but no cups. He said somebody always brings pop but he doesn't drink pop. I've seen him drinking pop. We just think he needed milk at home and didn't expect anybody to drink it. Well, surprise Dave. I had cups in my truck I forgot to bring in from a party last week. We drank all his milk. I don't like milk and I would have joined you. You're my hero. At my last work Christmas party, one of our quite socially awkward math teachers brought beets as his dinner item to share. Not cooked or prepared in any way, just a bunch of beets, still in that plastic vegetable bag you get from the produce aisle. He was fired soon after, for unrelated but unsurprising reasons. This reminds me of when I was a substitute teacher. For the holiday party there was a list of food items everyone could sign up to bring something. Since I was a substitute I wasn't on the email list and didn't know about the signups. Day before, secretary hits me with this. We noticed you didn't sign up to bring something. It's a tradition for us every year to get a tray of sandwiches from this specific deli. This is what you need to order when you call and handed me a list. I looked at their menu online and the order was gonna be like over $60. It made me so mad because 1. I never got a chance to sign up in advance. 2. I was earning less than half of what everyone else earned and got pegged with the most expensive thing on the list. People making over double what I made were bringing things like chips and bottled water. I had been getting treated unfairly other ways at the school and was having a bad experience and saw this as another slap in the face. It was so disrespectful. I went to a corner store by my house, got the 2 falafel wraps for $6 special, cut them up into small pieces, wrote sandwich tray on the container, dropped them off in the party room, didn't attend the party, stopped working at that school soon after. Heard everyone at the party was pretty upset that the usual sandwiches weren't there. Also heard they had a hard time finding another substitute after I stopped going. Felt good. Treat the employees on the low rung of the ladder with respect, especially if they are doing things that are important to your company. Got the 2 falafel wraps for $6 special. Sheer genius, frick those bullies. A single sleeve of crackers out of a box. Bonus points if it's already open. An opened can of ravioli, the cheap kind. 9 cans. We had a potluck and a co-worker brought us a big dish of white rice. No sauces or sides, just rice. Absolute mad lad. Edit. For further info, it was a potluck focusing on different cultural dishes, and the guy was Asian, so he definitely nailed it. Also the rice was great. With Asian family potlucks, if there's no rice, the entire party is immediately thrown into chaos. Your co-worker is probably conditioned to bring rice due to past trauma. Gallon jug of water. Had a potluck on Thanksgiving one year. Place I worked at never closes, and a co-worker said he would bring yams. He shows up with a large can of yams. Doesn't even bring a can opener. He won the Passive Aggressive Employee of the Year award that year. The next year, bring same can, put a marshmallow on top. One year someone brought a sausage pizza from Domino's to a breakfast potluck. Clearly it was last night's delivery mistake because the person who brought it was vegetarian. I would totally do this. It's either that or throw it out. Slightly undercooked elbow macaroni with a single slice of cheese, placed haphazardly on top. Mac and frick it. Skittles and M&M's mixed in the same bowl. S&M's. Open a can of kidney beans, in water, no sauce, and put them in a bowl, cold, with toothpicks next to the bowl. If you have time, drain the can, place the kidney beans on a fancy silver platter, spread out with toothpicks vertically inserted into each kidney bean. The extra effort should overcome anyone's natural instinctive reaction to kidney beans on a platter to query why you did it, and if cold kidney beans are even good tasty to eat, that is. It should look a natural party platter dish and your co-workers will eat cold non-cooked kidney beans. Listen, there have been times I haven't had money or food for several days and no gas heat stove for months, and I can tell you that canned kidney beans aren't too bad. Not my go-to, sure, but they're cheap and you can eat them right out of the can when you're too depressed to microwave things. Black beans are better, but kidney beans will do. Totino's pizza rolls in a microwavable safe plate. The person who came late to a Christmas party last year, at a house, not at work, with 2 giant bags of Totino's pizza rolls was an absolute hero. Those got devoured by about 20 drunk people as fast as they could be warmed up. Anything from a supermarket bakery with an on sale sticker prominently displayed. 50% off mini muffins. Doritos. Everyone is always glad there are Doritos, but man, are they a bare minimum thing to bring. Buy Doritos for parties, got it. Dollar store imitation crab meat heavily blasted in the office microwave. Ah yes, genuine crab, a fine choice. Those gummy bears that give people the shoots. A bag of chips that is already opened, resealed with a chip clip. A guy who used to work in our office brought a bag of pistachios as a side. He then brought it for the next few years until another co-worker opened the bag. Pistachio guy was mad that he had to buy another bag of pistachios. Chips. We're having one today and this is what I brought, lol. Fruitcake. Not homemade, but some weird Christmas wreath shaped fruitcake from the sketchy aisle of your local grocery store. Gave my girlfriend a bag of Christmas candied cereal to take to her party at work that I opened and hated because it stuck to my teeth so bad. Will update with results in the morning. Not a food but like napkins, paper plates, stuff like that. I always felt you could make a pretty good SNL skit of an unenthused office potluck where literally nobody brings food. It's just a big pile of napkins, plastic utensils, paper plates, solo cups, etc. I knew a dude at school that, whenever we do this kind of party, he'd always volunteer to bring napkins. The day of the event he just went to the bathroom and bring paper towels. A too small bag of low sodium unbuttered popcorn. Bonus points if you can open a tiny corner of the bag the night before to push that stale flavor to max. Tortilla chips with no dip or the other way around. Oh, a bag of baby carrots in the bag they came in is also a good one. Oh, or mini packs of raisins. I think that's the one. Mini packs of raisins. I think that's the one. If you ever work in an office, I'm doing that. Chips and dip but something that doesn't go together, like Doritos and tuna salad. Don't forget to microwave the tuna. Okay, since some people say that this isn't a bad combo, what about Doritos Limas or Blaze? Once had a co-worker write on the sign-up sheet "I can't, it's butter." We were all excited to find out what it meant. He brought a spray bottle of "I can't believe it's not butter," which we think is meant to be for spraying pans before cooking. He also took it home after. Little Debbie snacks. I don't cook for you unless I like you. Little Debbie is too expensive for people I don't like much. They'll have to settle for a brand name I don't recognize. A paper towel roll. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video. Bye for now.